Hello and welcome to the East Lampeter Township Public Meeting. All participants are now informed that this meeting is being recorded. This meeting is also being offered virtually utilizing Zoom, which is a cloud-based platform for remote video and audio conferencing. The Zoom application is free to the public. The general public is therefore able to join the meeting by connection through the internet or by calling in by phone. The public is also able to observe the meeting on the Township's YouTube channel. Please continue to check the Township website calendar for any updates related to these public meetings. Agendas for these public meetings will also be available on the Township's website. Please be reminded that this meeting is being video and audio recorded and will be posted to the Township's YouTube channel for viewing. The meeting will now proceed with the chairman calling the meeting to order and identifying all other members present in the meeting room and those joining the meeting via Zoom. The chairman will then confirm those members joining by Zoom can be heard.
Hey, welcome to the November meeting of the East Lampeter Sewer Authority. And present we have members Todd Thump, myself, Rick Robinson, Fred Clark, and Vinny Patel. Representing the townships, Charlie Thomas and Tara Hitchens, and from HRG is Matt Seachy. I welcome you and I ask you to join us in the pledge of the American flag. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States and to the republic which stands one nation under indivisible with liberty and justice. Okay, and we've had the minutes for a number of weeks now. Unless there's any additions or corrections, they're going to stand approved as written. None, we'll move on. Treasurer's report, sanitary sewer.
Rick, I have checks that need written in the amount of $8,428.07. And as the end of October, we had a checking account balance of $3,055.92. So $15,000 added to the checking account.
Bills, you did say 842807 requisition, sir.
We have one requisition 03-652. This is payable to Herb K for sewer capacity study, like sewer extension design of and South Run Pump Station wetland lining project. The total amount is $13,598.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? So moved. For stormwater.
Rick, we have invoices that need paid in the amount of $29,285.19. And we have a checking account balance of $550,312.17.
Motion to pay the bill. Second. All in favor, say aye. Okay. Old business. Under sanitary sewer. Copper run up.
Last Thursday, November 7th, Gorman Rupp and various representatives were out to conduct additional vibration testing at the pump station. They conducted various tests that day, including adjusting the VFD parameters, depending that, changed the vibration on the pump. In that process, they found that both rear belts and jibs were out of alignment.
I'm sorry, what was out of them?
The belt and shifts, they had a laser line tool. That was a surprise because their representative set it up, the factory representative. So, but that created a slight improvement. They then brought out a trim impeller, and changed the belt shift to basically provide a 1-to-1 ratio for that. Motor speed is not the biggest improvement, vibration testing there. The number we tried to look was a 0.25 number when they were doing the vibration analysis. And that's got the numbers between 60 hertz and roughly 56 hertz down to 0.22, 0.23 in that range. When we got down to 54 hertz, it was at 0.26, and at 52 hertz, it was at 0.29. So the slower speed got down closer to the natural frequency assembly there in the pumps and motors. And I think part of that is that assembly also lowered the motor. It wasn't as high anymore because of just the different diameters of belts and shifts now. So definitely showed promising improvements with that. With that, at that day, they left the pumps, gave variable speed, basically between 60 hertz, it comes on, and then ramps down to 55 as it comes down. Anything below that, again, we're getting above that 0.25 number. So they are going back. Motor Tech was out to do all this additional testing. They're to submit a report for Rups to look at that and provide recommendations there. That's where we are with that project.
On DFA fund.
The Oak pump station project, I know we haven't really progressed much on it. We need to hear back from if there was any contact with the property owners about easements.
Mention the township and
Yes,
protect property.
right. That was
That's not a look of confidence, I see.
Last meeting, Huck was gonna reach out to Mr. Nestle, I believe.
He said he'd send me if he didn't want to go. He didn't send me, so.
No, I forget it was you, and I thought somebody asked the question, let me see, my office being close to there, I get by that area often. I thought somebody asked if there's people still living down there, maybe at one of the last meetings.
Yeah.
I can't say how long it's been there, but this week I noticed a tent there, maybe just because the leaves are.
I had the police department yesterday. Yep, yeah, there was somebody down there a couple of weeks ago, they moved that out and showed up, the guy saw it actually yesterday.
Really? Hmm.
Living everywhere. Yeah, if you see anything like that, give me a shout.
Dobson Road Sewer Rehabilitation Project.
we solicited for that line work through CoStars. 4 contractors submitted bids for that work. Mr. Rehab, Utility Services Group, Vortex Services, and Avon Recon, including the engineer's report. There is a summary page. The bids that were received. The lowest bid price was from Mr. Rehab LLC. Their total was $113,104.12. And that's based on the various quantities that they've estimated for the work. The other contractors range. Utility Services Group was just under 127,000. Vortex Services was roughly 135,780, and Able Recon was 140,300. I did note some items in there on various exclusions that the contractors noted in their submissions. I believe almost all the contractors excluded water. They were just looking at the authority to provide a water service. for them to complete the work, which would be provided through the city of Lancaster. And there is some work that's needed there to get access either to a fire hydrant or other place to obtain water. They also had some limitations on what's termed heavy duty cleaning. So typical cleaning is you can get it done within 3 runs of a sewer equipment or a sewer flusher. That's your standard light duty cleaning, which they did. If there's heavy debris in there, that's more than 3 times, or if they have to cut roots out, that's heavy duty cleaning. General work, Mr. Rehab indicated they was mobilized in roughly 91 days when the work being completed in January 10th. Yeah, the lining work in January, February timeframe. January things had work in March. Utility Thursday group said they would be within 6 to 8 weeks, maybe 30 days after mobilization. Less than January. Mr. Rehab has done work here for the authority in the past. If you remember the Tennyson Drive lighting program, they completed that down there. Talked with Charlie here before the meeting. He just wanted to make sure that the manhole lining was completed because out of that 113,000. That's really necessary here for the project. But overall, including the grant funding, the estimate will increase to about 120,000. And then it covers the Hobson Road, but in addition to that, we've added CIP lining on Starling Drive and Sunlight Circle. So that's additional for as well. We've got incorporated for that.
And the same. Sure.
Okay, we'll need to wait for Matt to get back to us on the manhole piece of that, because that's $40,000.
Big difference.
We'll provide that information, but I think at your meeting there in December, make a decision.
Question for you back in, whatever happened with the bats in, when there's the bats, certain type of bat was holding something up?
Oh, we haven't advanced to that point yet. So we haven't got to that process.
CFA funding for Stauffer Run on Station Butlerville line.
After last meeting, township staff took some time. They contacted some of the references from Utility Services Group. They were satisfied. It sent them the signed contract. So we're just working with them to coordinate their initial kickoff meeting for that work, so they can get started in preparation of completing the lining of the wetland. Good. Jack. Nobody responded. So I don't know.
The letter was sent out and, mostly all of them signed for. We got one response back that said they didn't want involved in the project. That was some of the addresses up towards the top, outside the original scope of work.
You see the individual at 161 noted they did not want to be part of the project. We have not heard back from anyone.
I think we'll probably make a decision now. At least I think, I mean, you know, I know at least out of the two of those people were against it. Mr. Painter here at 158, he was the older gentleman that spoke.
So we'd say a no response is the same. So, yeah, I would. Agree with that. Yeah, okay.
I feel the only reason we really added these on was we heard was the potential problem at 157 Strasburg Pike. And now that we found that's not true, correct?
I haven't received any information. Sewage enforcement officer. Stating that.
Charlie's contacted him at least 4 times, asking for that in writing, and we haven't received that.
So
Yes,
see it.
he's a contract.
I think we stick with the original 8 that we.
Thought about
Yeah.
it. I mean, I don't know what anyone else thinks, but
We'll make a motion that we stick with the original 8 properties. That was. Board.
I'll second.
What's your motion, Tom?
Make a motion that we stick with the 8 original properties that will have the low pressure system for sewer in the Strasburg Pike project.
But you second that.
Yeah, I second it.
we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion about this? All in favor, say aye. Got word there, Matt?
I do, thank you.
Yep.
See you, Dylan.
Old business under stormwater.
No, I'm just going to tell you that we have not heard back from DEP as to our pollution reduction plan submission. Still waiting. It's been 2 months. I won't.
Do they have a deadline where they have to get back to us or no?
It works the other way around.
Yeah,
See, at the deadline to get our paperwork in, but then there's no.
they don't need a deadline.
A new business, Secretary Stewart. Close out of the 2016 project fund of the construction fund.
This is the item we started discussing. The project funds, for the project fund and the full project fund have been expended to cover the various projects. One of the administrative items that is now needed is an officer certificate, which you have as part of your engineer's packet there, which directs the trustee, Fulton Bank, to transfer any funds remaining in those accounts to the local project fund.
So is that required?
Per page.
Yeah, I have it shown here for signature then, because I gotta put a stamp on it and we have to mail these to full.
Okay.
Likely, probably, I would say, because it's a financial item, you probably want to take a motion or make a motion to.
Sign certificate for the 2016 and 2019 project funds, construction funds,
Close out on.
to close them out.
I'll say that.
Got a motion and a second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any other new business on sanitary sewer?
Just for your information, in your packets up there, there's information from the latest city owners meeting. So there's various handouts of all the items that were discussed, and also in the engineer's report. We, since I made a copy of the meeting minutes from it as well. There was some light reading, it was that gives you an update on the various project statuses.
Thanks for giving us that option, Matt. New business under stormwater. None. Any other business?
What you have is the budget summary and the Fund 07 and Fund 09. Please remember when you're looking through those, our system prints out expenditures first and then revenues, just so you're aware. And there's no action on this tonight. It's just for your review for action at the December meeting.
Okay. Any public comment?
Hi, my name is Anthony Ceplias, born and raised here, went to Fritz Elementary. I wanted to bring something up and we can discuss it with some other East Lampeter Township residents. We would like this, I know it's gonna take some time, so we want to put it in your ear now for the future. We would like to see, no longer having these private companies come into our sewer lines on the side. Not the manholes that our East Lampeter Township employees go through, we understand that. But as an extra safety precaution and transparency for our township, we'd like this to be recognized and discussed further. Just about 2 weeks ago, we had somebody was a private company with a Mercedes working, the source on the side. And this is something that we'd like to discuss for future recommendation.
Do you have any idea how that would be resolved when a lot of jobs are put out on bid and they're gonna be private companies? I don't understand how.
Again, this is an issue that we've been having for a while in Pennsylvania, especially. Like I said, my last name is Ceplias. We've known the Smuckers for many years. We beat them in softball. We went to Florida for nationals. Now, Lloyd Smucker's brother, who has the drywall business, he won a bid for a school, the Bible College. Now, we have to be honest about this. Even though he's a friend of our family was went to school, nobody about politics should be getting a bid or a job in taxpayer money. It's not fair, it's not transparent. So that's why I'm mentioning it now, so we can introduce this in the future. There's no reason East Lampeter Township residents and even people in our state shouldn't get the city benefits or the county benefits. So we feel this is something should be discussed in the future.
Yeah, I don't understand how that's ever gonna work because the township isn't in the business of doing construction and stuff like that. And the state's not in the business of doing, so it all goes back to private industry. So, I mean, your argument doesn't make a whole lot of sense, at least from my perspective.
We do send it out for bids, correct?
Yeah, it's the stormwater contract for the video and seeing all the stormwater pipes, everything's starting to rot. I mean, we don't have staff to do that. Nothing else would get done.
For politics in about the year 2030, speaking with other residents and different people of our state. So these are things that they mentioned that they want to see more transparent and they thought it could be done. So I just wanted to put that in your guys' ears. Mr. Clark, I understand just from this, or is it Mr. Robbins? I understand just from this discussion here, we don't have business proposal. This is something I'm putting in your ears now for the future.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you sign in back there when you came in? Thank you, appreciate it.
Now, we're gonna go into executive session to discuss a legal matter, and the public meeting is now considered adjourned.
Make a motion to
Adjourn the